Hey guys, it's Adam here. So a lot of people are worrying about like ChatGPT, Bard, Llama, and all of the other large language models taking their jobs, but they've not really thought about the underlying issues that have led to today. So what I'm going to do is just walk us back through those issues and those problems, and then use that to project forward what the future of the industry is looking like, regardless of automation and large language models. So the first thing to sort of take and bear in mind is last year there was all of those cuts, right? So Google, Amazon, all of these large companies, Facebook, Meta were absolutely hemorrhaging money and they were cutting employees anyway. Then you've got to take into account all of these sort of hiring freezes in the finance sector. And on top of that, we have some of the largest migration of talent into the IT industry. So the UK industry grows 10% year on year, and the World Economic Forum have stated that they're under this emergency pretense, they think that they need to reskill, the world needs to reskill 1 billion people into IT to maintain our current pace. So sure, like that's all well and good, but then you've got to ask yourself some questions. And rather than me give you the answers, I'm just going to pose the question and let you answer it for yourself. So the first one is like, what do you expect when a large volume of people around the world from different industries all move into the one singular industry and all have the same skill set? The second thing is, given the supply and demand issue that we have today, how is that going to project forward? Like the challenges that we've got today with supply and demand, how is that going to project forward as this currently undersupplied area just fills up with people? What are business and thought leaders doing today? What are the markets doing today to respond to that? How are they going to respond to that in the future with this change? So part of the problem is most people think the issue is to do with supply, that we just don't have enough people, we just don't have enough talented techies, and it's really hard to get them. And that is definitely true. Like large companies struggle really hard to get the right talent. But what we're not really thinking about is sort of what happens tomorrow. I mean, this is very much the same story with inflation and other things. Like we're so focused on the issues today that we're not really looking at, we're already filling the gaps for tomorrow. So where I can see things is, and this is just my opinion, is the markets are already responding to minimize the impacts from lack of talent, right? So the automation is definitely going to happen with ChatGPT, Bard, and things like that. But even without it, there are business mechanisms that you can put into place to, replace 5 people with 1, right? And that's what's been happening. Which is contrasts starkly to say 25 years ago when outsourcing was a thing and we would replace 1 person with 15. So on a really scary note, given that we're flip-flopping back, I could imagine a situation where you kind of like, instead of having a team of like 15 people, you have like 1 or 2 super senior people that are overseeing automation and business processes, and in effect, they're a little bit like the guy at the kiosk where there's like 10 automated checkout machines, and they're just checking that, the vegetable's not in that bag. Oh, that machine's not got enough printing paper in, so I'm going to replace that. That seems like a model for tomorrow. So like, what am I saying? Am I saying like, regardless, business or automation is going to like destroy all of the roles and we're all done for? Well, no, not quite. What I'm saying is, as things move forward, regardless if it's automation or if it's business processes, we simplify the things that are in place, which means that we open up new opportunities. So like for people like you who are interested, my advice is to look at what the problems are for tomorrow, right? You need to kind of expand your mind a little bit and think about, okay, these are the things that we're struggling with now. If they become less of an issue, what will be the next work? Like the pie will just continue to grow as we take on harder and bigger problems. It's not like we go, job's done, guys. Market changes, the environment, the world around us changes, and we move on to bigger and harder things. So the idea is really just to keep yourself dynamic and look at what those problems are tomorrow. If you think this is like worth me talking about, I could probably do a speculative video where I break down all of the what I think the jobs of tomorrow might look like. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. That's all I've got. See you later.